So if you've been keeping up, you know that all this wood here from this maple tree fell from the top. There's about 30 foot up, so everything above 30 foot on that main section there fell down from here to here, and there's bits and pieces over there as well. So this is the start of a nice bed, or you could probably make 2 beds with this if you cut it right. But let's just make 1 with it. You know, we needed to get a blood orange bed somewhere underneath an oak tree. And you know, we got 3 beds here. 1 is going to be a Maniola Tangela, that's a Meyer Lemon, that is a Pomelo. So somewhere around here we need to put a blood orange. Where it actually dropped is kind of in between 2 oak trees, so it may not get the best protection there. Let's move it over 20 or 30 feet, maybe over there or something, and try to set up another bed. I don't want it, you know, another reason I don't want where it is, you know, where it fell, is because we mow here sometimes, so we need to be able to get our lawnmower through here and maybe this direction. So over there it's all fair game. There's so many roots and mud and flooding over here that we don't really mow here too much. Heck, let's take these 2 beds and just make 1 out of them, right? There's just 2 really long pieces. Let's just make 1 giant bed out of it. Right now we got kind of the frame built here, kind of attached or somewhat touching. Whew, that was 1 heavy log. I think we're going to do like our pine totem like we have here. So we're going to probably widen this area out and build a higher area here with, you know, more pine that we have. So it'll be kind of, this will be kind of level, and then it'll raise up over there for the much larger blood orange tree than, you know, this little 1 gallon Meyer Lemon was. Day 2, we put a little bit of jujube in there from these really thorny jujube things, trees that came down with the borer beetles or whatever last year. You know, I was hauling one of these pine things with this wheelbarrow, and this wheel keeps popping off. I guess it's bent here. The wood and all is old, so I think I'm gonna have to fix the wheelbarrow and adjust these brackets, and maybe push the bend the wood closer to each other, and maybe put a strip or something, 1 or 2 pieces of wood here to reinforce it. It's obviously been repaired before because there's 2 different types of bolts there. It looks like somebody put like a wood shim there. That may be original because it's black, but this looks newer. 1 handle's red and 1 handle is just regular wood, you know, unfinished yard sale find. So yeah, it's probably been used a lot over the years. It definitely looks like someone or people have been taking some of the wood from the first wood pile near the road out here. So we really need to get this stuff out of here before it's all gone. So we found another little snake here. I've seen several of these lately. Almost all of them have their tails nipped, cats and stuff, and there's a little bit of blood, so he might have got attacked by a cat or a bird or anything.
Let me see.
Chilly night, so he's not super active. But we're gonna go ahead and let him go back in his little place here to hide. Just leave him alone, Stella. There he goes. Anyway, I put a little bit of oak there, a little bit of camphor, fresh camphor, as you can see. And it had a really long piece of trumpet vine that I cut up. It was like 10 or 12 feet, and I put on the bed. Just got done picking about, I don't know, 6-8 pounds of loquats. Not sure. We're going to clean them up, cut the stems off, cut the little, I guess the little blossom end off as well, and get them ready to make some pies. I'm trying to weed out a lot of the Boston ferns, so we you know, what better way to make use of them than to use the tops, the ferns, the whatever, for like a chop and drop or a compost, and the roots we're just going to throw into the fire pit so that they don't spread. They're kind of really highly invasive. You can see we got a bunch already down, so we can throw some roots more. Here we'll have a lot of these little edible tubers. They really don't taste very good though. You got to hit a splash of water, then it gets kind of bitter, and it's not very good at all. If you're starving, they would be kind of like a sustenance food or something, but I would never intentionally seek out these when I had other things that are way better. Working on this video, and we got some more sprouting going on right there in raised bed 1 from some of the seeds we planted. Some bush beans, there's a little sprout right there, 2 or 3 coming out. Nothing really, like the leaves haven't popped out from the ground yet, but you can see we got some new mushroom or fungal activity here. Even over here, them are some fresh mushrooms that probably just popped out this morning. I think maybe on this side of raised bed 2, where there's some elderberries and there's like a persimmon there and some other weeds and stuff, maybe we should plant another tomato somewhere over here, because I'm not going to put our large avocado right there, you know, only like 6 or 8 foot from a persimmon. I'd like to go this direction and maybe forward and give it another 3 or 4 foot away. The tomato we planted was an Ace 55, so I think we're going to put a cherry tomato somewhere around here. So let's put some soil there and see if we can make it. We're going to make Natalie mad because we're using more of her potting soil she was going to use for her flowers. This is the local compost garden soil mix. There it is, and I think I'm going to put a variety of composts and all, magic soil and everything here. Let's just feed the crap out of it with some like low nitrogen, you know, just general compost. Use the last of our bag before we put that local compost. We used the Simple Garden Happy Life, you know, compost and cow manure, but that probably wasn't our magic soil. Let's just get a little tiny bit of that. Looks like coffee grounds, composted bioactive media, lizard poop, some of our very like earthworm dense active compost that was in a flower bed. A little bit of our, you know, compost from our always active, because we're always throwing stuff in here, our swimming pool of our ash here that we burn. Yeah, that's like 6 different types of composts and garden soils plus the ash. All right, that guy should be happy forever, right? Time to christen another bed with his guinea pig. One of our Dunkin' grapefruit beds. So now there's ants there, but hopefully they won't bother anything. There we go. Seems like a tradition now to christen our beds with guinea pig shavings. Kind of running out of beds to put it in. You know, maybe we should do our post-mycorrhizal beds as well. Well, it's like day 4 working on this video, and I really thought we was going to come out here and finish where we started this apple bed. We just don't have a lot of time today. So, I'm not sure when we're going to have extra time to do it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. So we're just going to go ahead and end this episode here before it gets too long, and before we end up working on it for 2 weeks versus 3 or 4 days. Take care, guys.